are back for one more game and one special game in a Pool C. We're gonna see now the teams of Old Power and Ike. We're gonna have the Finns or the Swedish.
The Finns against the Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's another intriguing matchup with Ike. They lost their opening game by the 10-goal margin as well, and they'll want to try and bounce back. With Old Power, well, they're a bit like Moscow GT. They only have the 3 players in their squad, so it'll be interesting to see how those 3 players, in terms of their stamina and fitness levels, how they manage to keep it up throughout the game. But it's a big game for both of these teams. They'll want to try and register their first 3 points of the Women's Champions League, and we are just moments away from getting underway. The referee just going through the procedures before the start of the game.
And one inside information for our viewers: there's a new trainer on the Old Power team,
and it's going to be Erk Minela who's going to be coaching for Old Power. He is, of course, a player that is got a lot of history in goalball, for over 400 goals. He has joined the coaching setup alongside Axel Sundholm. So just to confirm the 2 starting 3s for Ike, we have number 1 Sylvia Alba, and number 3, Yuken Sen, and number 5, Nadia Santesteban.
First moves are really soft. They are trying to understand what they have in front of them, who's the other team, and how they play.
Yeah, it's only the second game for both of these teams, and still early days in the Women's Champions League. But you already get the sense that this is an important game for both teams. The earlier, if you can get a win, the better. And you want to try and get off to a start and build a bit of momentum.
Yeah, of course.
And especially for Ike, as they will play another game very quickly after this one. They'll be off for a game and be back straight on.
Yeah.
So they'll need to manage their fitness levels and energy levels.
And as we have been saying, this is a marathon until Sunday. A lot of games. They need to manage what they are doing, because they need to get to the final, but they need to play the final.
So a penalty given here against Ike, and an opportunity now for Old Power to open the lead. Stephanie Bonig for from the Netherlands. Stepping up and to try and get the opening goal. Oh, good block. Oh, the ball's trickling towards this near side. Oh, and it's cleared away. Brilliant work.
Great defense.
Our ability to defend in the first instance by Hussein, and then to react and to parry the ball away. Brilliant work.
And to all of our viewers, where are you from? Why are you watching? Who's gonna win? When do you gonna see the next 007 movie? Tell us all about. Go to the chats.
Oh, that's the first goal. It just goes underneath the body of Yukine Hussein. She did really well from the penalty, but it's the first goal of the game, and it goes the way of Old Power. And it's the first strike, and it's the Dutch player, Stephanie Bonek, and it was nearly an instant reply. Just gathered at the second attempt. Esteban, number 5 for Aiki.
Then second goal.
So 10 seconds. It's going to be
number 7,
Susanna Halme, who's going to take centre stage in the middle of her goal to try and defend this penalty. We've already had one blocked by Aiki. Can Old Power do the same? Esteban steps up.
And it's a goal.
Oh, and it's a brilliant finish. Neatly done.
And we are back to a draw. 1-1.
Back to where we started.
Is off.
There's a much slower tempo to this game so far. It's almost that both teams are just almost trying to figure out the strategy and how to go forward, really.
But it's a very hot venue at this point. They are with a lot of clothes because they need to protect the body from the ball that is really heavy and it hurts. So they probably be a little sleepy.
Yes.
with all of this hot.
It's still very early days, of course. Lots of time left in the game.
Because the venue is probably at this hot spot. We had a very good temperature in the morning. Now it's really hot, and it's going to get less hot in the next few hours, I think. And if in the evening, it's almost chilly.
Almost chilly.
When you leave yesterday evening, wasn't chilly outside?
I thought it was, yeah.
Huh?
I thought it was quite chilly. After being in here all day as well, it's...
So there's a dynamic in the temperature, and I think that affects the athletes also. And there are 6 minutes to go in the first half, and there are only 2 goals in the score, 1 for each team. So we are in the draw.
Nothing to separate these two teams as it currently stands. We've only had 1 draw in the whole of the men's and women's Champions League.
Yeah. 7-7. JC Peru against Aisti Sport today.
And that was a fantastic game. You can watch all the games that have taken place so far on KuriakosTV. Just go to the YouTube channel.
Yeah. And also can go to the playlist and put a reminder for the games that are still to come. You know who more is sleepy? You know who's sleepy? Our viewers that don't write on our chats.
Yes. Come on, we'd like to know where you're watching, who you're supporting.
Who's going to win this match?
These players need your support more than ever. These two need to claim their first victories.
And
that's a goal for Old Power. And the coaching staff were delighted with that one. Axel Sundholm and Erk Minalau. Timeout called by Ike, and just a chance for the two teams to pause and get some advice from the coaches. And this is an interesting first timeout for Erki Minila as well, for Old Power. Is using his expertise and his advice across to the Old Power players. It could be the other way around. The Old Power players will be seeking that advice from Gimino.
And
deflected into the back of the net, and Yuki Nisane made a few key saves early on in this game. It's been a close affair up until now, but Old Power are now starting to pull away. It's 4-1 with 4 minutes to go in this first half.
The 2 prior games, one went out 1-11, the next one 11-1.
Penalty given here against Ike. And an opportunity now to extend to 5-1. Well, how the tables have turned, and this is a really good opportunity. Stephanie Bonik, the Netherlands player, goes for the corner, gets it.
And it's a goal.
Now 5-1, and Old Power are now starting to really assert their dominance on this game. And once you get into a flow, you feel that you're starting to get the momentum and the rhythm now.
As I was telling you, the last two games, 11-1, 1-11. Which is great for the schedule, because the organization told us this morning that they would follow the schedule, and we are pretty much on time.
Yeah, I'd say we're doing pretty well. This game got off at the scheduled time of 5 o'clock. We have 3 more games to come after this. Oh, the ball bobbles back into the net, and it's all just starting to unravel now for Ike. After a really strong start, a close contest, and Old Power now 6-1 up, and
What happened? Oh, it made a ricochet. High ball. So let's go to a penalty.
high ball called, and now Ike are potentially now going to be 7-1 down. And I think once you get into a bit of a decline and you're feeling that you're conceding, it's almost like the gates have opened, the water's flowing in.
Because this is a game that they need to be really focused on their senses. And if their mind is full with doubts or regrets or something like that, they will pay for it, because they need to be centered on the ball, on the sound, on the vibrations on the floor. So
You almost
everything
need to clear your mind, don't you?
yeah, because if you fill your mind with regrets or sorrows or something like that, you are not completely focused on the game, and that pays out.
So 7-1 now, and all of a sudden in a game that was
You see,
feeling like it was...
it took number 3 out, and it put number 2. You're gonna have changes on the Spanish team.
Yeah, Yuki Hussein made a fantastic save in the opening couple of minutes, but then in the space of only 2 or 3 minutes, it's certainly just unravelled here for Aiki.
And here comes another.
And that's another 8-1, and it almost feels like every throw is hitting the back of the net for Old Power. The confidence must be so high.
There's no wall in this game.
I think
We have been seeing games over here that there are complete walls. They cannot put the ball anywhere because it's every space fulfilled. And now we have a clean path to the wall. To the net.
Well, whatever Erkki Minala said at the time out, it's clearly worked, and the experience of Minala is obviously helping.
Eh,
Good save down to the right. The substitute Maria Calderon.
and they make really different throws. You see diagonals, you see lines, you see those ones with a little bit of effect. And here comes another one.
And that's the 9th now for Old Power, and there was just a really good bit of rhythm going on there between the two teams, a real back and forth, and Old Power now in ominous mood. And we agreed on, we'll try and find out the exact reasons for that penalty that was given. I wasn't 100% sure. We'll try and see if we can find out after the game. just 2 more now for Old Power to claim the victory.
This could be resolved in the first half. If they maintain this rhythm.
And it's credit to Old Power. They have, since sort of opening up that 2-goal advantage, they've really been able to assert their dominance on the game and get a real good momentum going forward.
So, let's go for the final 2 minutes of this first half of the Old Power against Aiki. The Finns against the Spanish. And they're on. 10.
Double
10
figures now
1.
for Old Power.
1 goal away. 2 minutes to play.
You feel that victory is only moments away for Old Power. They have asserted their dominance on this game and have been ruthless. Oh, but there we go. There's one for Aiki.
There's a comeback.
Well, Aiki, all they can do now is just prolong this game and keep the game going.
Seconds.
And that is a penalty for the 10 seconds given against Aiki.
One interesting thing in goalball is that the opponent team chooses who defends the penalty, so they can target and play mind games with the opponent team.
Oh, it's a good save.
She saved it.
Good save from Maria Calderon. She redeemed herself.
Out. One minute 20. And Old Power is 2 goals away to close the match. One minute 20 to the first half. But they just need 1 goal now.
One more now for Old Power to confirm the victory, and the magic of Minella is rubbing off on this Old Power team. And just a reminder that, of course, they only have 3 players to Old Power, so this is really going to give them so much confidence now going forward. Oh, and it's just deflected into the path of Maida Santesteban. Will this game be wrapped up in the first half?
Out. The silence. It's really cool when everything is silent and you can listen to.
You can hear every little footstep. All the little noises made from the ball, the bell in the ball, the tension.
And we are going to the second half.
There goes the hooter. So It's 11-2 on the scoreline, and Old Power are one away from victory.
If you were the trainer of Old Power, what would you say now?
Just keep doing, honestly, just keep it simple. Just keep doing what you've been doing. It is, in a way, it's as simple as that. The players have been absolutely superb for Old Power. When they felt that they had the opportunity to really take control of the game, they took it.
Yeah.
And ever since it went to 3-1, there's only been one outcome, really. They've
And on
shifted through
IQ,
the gears.
what will you say to them?
Just keep frustrating Old Power. That's all you can do. Prolong the game as much as you can. Keep them working. Make your opposition work for the victory. That's all you can ask of them. And a reminder that we have 3 more games to round off day 3. Our next one will be RGC Handset taking on Malmo. That will be coming up next.
And today, until the end, we'll only gonna see the Pool C because they didn't play until today. The Pool C is the girls, the women class, and we're gonna have a lot of games to go. We are on the 9th, and the 11th, the 10th is Ansa against Malmo. Afterwards, we're gonna have Sporting against Ike, the ones that are playing right now, the Spanish. And afterwards, Old Power gonna face Lyon before the end of the day here in Odivelas.
Well, Dom has answered his question and also answered our question as well. Cross-court bounces. There's the you're following us on the chat on the YouTube channel. Well, the beauty of this sport is that I think both of us, we can say we are learning all the time about this sport, and have thoroughly enjoyed.
I have a lot to learn, has been shown, but it's such an interesting sport because there are a lot of subtle curves that you need to learn, and the touches and the mind games and the vibrations that the ball and the field, and it's a very cool game to learn and to watch.
A lot of tactics involved, and the coaches play their part as well, especially now with the VAR becoming into
and the green
game.
cards.
Yeah.
And we are 20 seconds away from restarting of the match with the second half.
It's a quick response from Ike and the number 2, Maria Calderon. I think that's just something that the coach, Oscar Zabaleta, has just told his players. Just speed up the game, make it uncomfortable for Old Power. Stephanie Bonik pushed round the post.
If they need to worry with their defense, they won't be so focused on the offense. So put some pressure on the other side could mean decreasing on the risk of losing.
But the only way this game is going to be prolonged any further is if Ike scoring more goals.
No, I want to learn about line shot and pocket shot. in the numbering system. Dom, explain us all. Eyeballs 2.
And is this the moment now? For Old Power to secure this victory. Number 7, Susanna Halme, the 25-year-old, can wrap this game up.
And 12-2.
And she does. It's 12-2. It's victory for Old Power with 11 minutes to go on the clock. What a victory for Old Power. And Erk Minela is in the coaching setup. 1 from 1 for Erk Minela as part of the coaching staff for Old Power.
And we will be right back for another game of the Pool C of the Champion League Odivelas 2021. We'll be back at 6 p.m. to another game. Be back with us. Até já.